Okay, so let's actually go in and play one of these Blicket games. So I'm going to go ahead and log back in. I'm going to go to Discover. I'm going to type in government for second grade. And this was one that I found that I thought worked well for my students and matched up pretty closely with the vocabulary words that my students would be using. So if I were to play this game on the I do day, I would most likely show the students this vocabulary game as a way to get them to understand what they would actually be creating and how the whole process works. So here you can see that there is a list of 14 vocabulary words in this Blicket set. They are giving 30 seconds for the answer and they're randomizing the order of the answers. So hopefully they won't all be A or B and so on. So I could choose to host this game, and if I did that, then it would give my students first I'd have to pick a game mode. We talked about Gold Quest. There's Fishing Frenzy, Crypto Hack, Tower Defense, Cafe, Battle Royale, Factory, Racing, Crazy Kingdom, Tower of Doom, Classic Mode, which is the one that's similar to Kahoot. I'm going to go ahead and pick Gold Quest just because I want to build up some gold in my account. So exciting twists and chests full of gold. So if I host the game, I can then give it a time, like how long we're going to play this game, and show instructions, allow late joining. There's lots of options that I can choose from this pre-created set. Now, if I want to change the time and make this last a little bit longer for my second graders, I certainly could do that. I might say 10 minutes for the game, or I could also go in here and click how much gold. So if a player earns, that seems like a lot of gold. Let's say the first player to get 10,000 gold would be our winner. But I think I'm going to stick with the time one for this for now, just because I'm using it as an introduction. Okay, so I'm all set there. I'm going to host now. So at this point, my students could have their own devices on the we do or the you do days. And that way they would log into this blicket.com/play and enter this game ID. Or I could copy the join link and send it out to our Google Classroom. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and play solo so that you can see what it looks like from the student choice. Now, when I play the solo, I only have certain games available to me. So Tower Defense, Cafe, Tower of Doom, Crazy Kingdom, and Factory. I think that I'm going to just go ahead and go with Tower of Defense. I'm going to load a game. I'll load this game. And I'm going to get the questions. Okay, so I have actually already started playing this game and I've earned 11 coins so far. And so now to actually play the game, I see the word rule, and then I have to make a choice as to which definition best describes what a rule is. So a group of people who work for the mayor, no, that's not a rule. A rule that everyone in a city, state, or country is expected to follow, maybe. Something you are free to do, no, if it's a rule, someone's telling me I have to do it. Or something that tells people what they should or should not do. Well, I think that's my best choice. So I got that correct. I can click anywhere, and I need to answer another question. So what is a leader? A leader is someone who leads others. That kind of makes sense. A group of people who work together to create and enforce laws that will help a city, state, or country run well. Yeah, that sounds like a lot like what a leader is when we've studied. A person who belongs to a community, well, usually, or the leader of a state. I think I'm going to go with this one. Ooh, incorrect. It is someone who leads others. So what you'll see what happens is that that will affect my gameplay later on for getting that incorrect. So a citizen, this is a person who belongs to a community. Got that correct. Now, I've earned 13 gold coins, and I can select any of these characters that I want to use to help to protect my tower. Here's my tower. Here's where the enemies are going to come in. I want to set up my characters around the board to stop those enemies from reaching my tower. So 13 gold coins, that's quite a bit. I can select, this guy looks pretty tough. So damage 3, I'm going to go ahead and buy him. And then I can put him anywhere in the green spaces where I think he would be most effective. I think I'll put him right here. And then I'll go into my next round. So what happens here is the enemies, you can see all of those enemies coming in through the entrance, and my characters are working together now to stop those enemies from getting to my tower. When I first started this game, the enemies came out kind of one at a time, and as I've gotten farther into the gameplay, more and more enemies are coming out through that gate. So my characters are having to work harder to stop them from getting to my tower. Whew. Round 5 complete. I was able to defeat all of those enemy attackers, and my tower is still safe. So that's just a quick little view of what one of the games in Look It looks like. So now that my level is complete, now I need to go and answer more questions for more gold, to earn more characters, to protect my tower. So there's lots of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and leave this. Ways to have your children interact, your students interact with the review. They can use this vocabulary review of our government in all of the different gameplays. So what's great is it's always something new, even though they're still reviewing the same concepts. So I hope that gives you a better idea of what it looks like to actually play a Look It game. Thanks for joining me.